Hello and welcome to yet another video. My name is Cynthia Wakio, the Communication and Events Manager at Corporate Staffing Services. And today we're going to be talking about the benefits of interview coaching. I am joined by Mary Amondo, who is our interview coach here at Corporate Staffing, and she's going to be expounding more on this topic. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Cynthia, for having me.
Mary, we both know that there are very many resources for interview questions and answers. Why should someone go for a one-on-one coaching, or rather take up this service with Corporate Staffing Services? And how is it beneficial than going for the online resources?
So yes, first of all, I agree with you. There are so many resources available online when it comes to interview preparation. So it's basically how to tackle certain interview questions. So it goes without saying, yes, resources are available online. You simply need to Google either on YouTube or via Google, and you get to know the articles or whatever it is that you're looking for. But now, what makes it different from having an in-person one-on-one coaching is when it comes to what I can speak about, first of all, is in terms of the sessions being tailored to match the role that you're going to be interviewed for. Our sessions are specifically tailored to match the role, and that is why we even request you when you're coming, you bring in the JD in advance so that we get to prepare in terms of what you are most likely to get when you go for the real interview. And then again, when it comes to interviews, sometimes candidates don't get confirmed for the job, not because they are not experts or they were not able to bring out their technical expertise in terms of being able to deliver on that role, but what happens is the body language and the general attitude that you exude during the interview session takes the bigger share. So you realize if you just look at it online, do your research online, you will get the knowledge and all that, but you don't have someone to give you feedback in terms of what you are communicating unawares, in terms of your body language. Are you maintaining the eye contact? Are you projecting your voice? Are you audible enough for everyone within the room? Yeah, so that is why it is very important to get personalized coaching instead of just looking out for the resources available online.
Yeah. How does an interview coaching session look like?
Well, what a coaching session looks like, first of all, there is a mock session where we get to ask you questions just to see how you could have tackled it if it was the real interview. Then after that, of course, everyone has their own areas of struggle when it comes to interviews. So we get to have an open discussion in terms of, first of all, what are some of the best practices for candidates that a candidate is required to exude during the interview room, in terms of getting to understand what really does the employer or the interviewer expect from me as a candidate. Then number two, another thing that we get to tackle is now, what approach should you give when you're responding to interview questions so that you are able to persuade? Because generally what happens in the interview room is you being able to persuade the panel or the interviewer to see you as the best fit for the role. And that is why most people get away with it, actually. You find someone is very good at persuasive communication and they take up the role, they get confirmed for the job, and yet when you now get to the job, you're not able to deliver. That is why even probations are there. Yeah.
So thank you so much for expounding on that. Now, when we come to the specific benefits of interview coaching, what can professionals benefit from this?
What I normally say is one of the key benefits of interview coaching is that the coaching session helps you to maximize on your potential. And when it comes to you being able to maximize on your potential and being able to also see to what extent you can be able to perform. So actually it is unlocking your potential and maximizing on your performance. Because yes, you are able to go for that interview that you have, but from the coach, but with the coach's guide, on terms of some of the best practices for a candidate, it helps you to unlock your potential. You'll be like, okay, I think I normally demonstrate my knowledge of the role, but I am very brief. So I need to add more beef or more meat into it by also showcasing my track record. So it helps you to unlock your potential and maximize on your performance. Yeah.
And final word to professionals who are looking at this service and they're not convinced there's a difference between the online, the free online resources, and the one-on-one coaching service.
I think what I would advise someone outside there who is really wondering whether there's a need for an in-person coaching is that there is a way a third eye looks at something. And it is until maybe someone hears you, sees how you handle things, that you'll be able to learn that actually I can be able to do it or give it this approach and still be able to get there. So it is I would highly encourage someone to seek for in-person coaching instead of fully 100% relying on the resources available online.
Yeah. It's not enough to just have a friend do that for you. I think a professional online coach, rather interview coach, can really come in handy.
Yes, a professional interview coach will really come in handy, because even for them, at some point, they have been able to sit on the other side of the bench, and they do understand what employers or recruiters are really looking for from a candidate during the interview. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for taking us through the topic.
Thank you, Cynthia, for having me.
All right.
Great.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you've gotten tips on how interview coaching can be beneficial to you and how it's standing between you and your next job. Please, if you want to access this service, we have left a link below where you can get more information, and Mary will reach out to you for further steps. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.